Hi, I'm Wayward, and this is Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath 1.02 Plus. The map, of course, is Tournament Odyssey. Looking today at a 1 versus 1 between AssassinSpy as our purple Steel Talons, moving out to capture that Tiberium spike there, of course. And at the top right of the map is our, of course, R17 player Th3ory. Also moving out, of course, to grab those Tiberium spikes already done. So far, nothing too unusual besides the fact that we have a Steel Talons, I guess, in the match. Moving out with 2 Rifleman squads, not particularly uncommon, just in case something goes down to get that more sure scout in. Also on this side of the map, just to make sure that he can get into the base. Of course, this is a super wide open flat map, so not going to be particularly difficult to get that scout in, pathing through some Tiberium, splitting up those Rifleman squads. It looks like at this point nothing sneaky going on, just a standard, standard 1 versus 1 build going into some, additional harvester production and 2 refineries. Same thing going on over here. Of course, it's so much easier to count these Reaper 17 shielded harvesters because of the big glowing shield. Pretty early move of that drone ship. Looking like Th3ory is trying to play a more macro game. Nice placement there. Same timing just about for AssassinSpy with that move of his. Looks like we had a little bit of harass going on. There we go. Little buzzer swarm over there. Nothing too crazy. We do have that Shard Walker out. Looks like it cleaned up the Rifleman. No funny little tricks with fighting emplacements or foxholes or any of that. Buzzer's about to get cleaned up as well. Of course, buzzers are really hard to get a kill with buzzers when you've got that kind of range. Interesting, heavy little Wolverine moving out there. I'm not actually sure who wins this matchup. It looks like it's not going to be the Wolverine, actually. Take a quick look. Still just kind of your standard play. I'm not sure that Wolverine gets away from this, unfortunately for it. Yep, there it goes. Again, nothing too exciting going down yet in terms of build order. Just both players trying to macro pretty hard. Seeker coming out now for some anti-armor. I wonder about that foxhole placement, actually. Potentially something went down there that I did not catch. Speaking of not being caught, that buzzer swarm is still alive and gathering intel. First 2 Titans are on the move. We do have a double portal right now. Nice little sell-off there with the buzzer swarm, buzzer hive. Again, I'm not entirely sure who wins this fight, but I assume the Titans aren't going to lose it definitively if they do lose it, because that's a pretty marked pullback from Th3ory there. Like it was just to get some reinforcements. This is actually looking fairly bad for AssassinSpy at the moment. He does have a 3rd, 4th Titan coming out, but this is a not insignificant force. We also have some disintegrators coming in, looking like they're trying to be sneaky, but actually spotted by this well-placed foxhole, so nicely done, AssassinSpy. Looks like Th3ory is trying to get an angle here on these harvesters, but AssassinSpy is not making that super easy. We actually have a... Excuse me. Good lord. Pretty hefty army here. I have no clue what the point of this phase field is. Lightning spike in there to add insult to injury. I guess it's probably to stop the war factory. Let's see, a couple of hammerheads coming in. Double airfield. That happens a lot, but I don't see it used a lot. And of course, I see a lot of support power usage from Th3ory. Those repair drone guys coming in there as well. Silos being used to block shots. That's delightful. One of my favorite things about Command & Conquer 3 actually is that blocking. Actually, all the Command & Conquers, I guess, pretty much do that. Nice hold there with some silo walls and watchtowers along with this army. Are both players on double factory at this point? That would be interesting. Tier 3 and the Tier 2, of course, coming out. Both players pretty much cleared out their initial mining spot, and the drone ship is coming out for an expansion. Our first Reaper tripod hits the deck. It's almost assuredly going to be force fields. Yep. Nope. Yeah, force fields. Let's see, do we have a counter push? We have a counter push going on. Mobile repair transport. It's a pretty cool upgrade for the APC. Get that? What is that? That's a very badly placed Titan, and yeah, he should lose that. He should feel bad about that. That was just completely unnecessary. This force is not as big as I feel like it should be, and I'm very curious about that. Also, I feel like I should point out that AssassinSpy is really delayed on this MCV move out. Let's see what we have. Anything in this hammerhead? Yeah, I got missile slots. Potentially bad news for that drone platform. Not sure it's going to be saved. Honestly, no, what are you doing? Just leave it there. Seeker is able to do so. Well, actually, I have a plasma missile battery. Drone ship, I think, still going to go down. So probably worth it, honestly, for AssassinSpy. That's a pretty hefty blow to Th3ory. Does he have the ability to produce a new one? I don't think he does. He doesn't have the warp sphere. He does have the warp sphere, the gravity stabilizer, sorry. Still a not insignificant force coming out, and he does have Tier 3 with the force fields. And AssassinSpy's army has not grown measurably recently, and that's not looking great for him. Also has not expanded, and in fact, Th3ory is harvesting from AssassinSpy's resource deposit. Looks like AssassinSpy is trying to get set up, but this is not helping. This little theft here. Is forced into long distance mining though, since he can't produce any more structures. In theory, he could take this expansion point, but he can't build anything with it. So, major push here from Th3ory. Orcas as well. Nicely done. I guess this is where the other army count came from. These all these air units. But we do have upgraded shard walkers, and we do have Reaper tripods. So the air is not a guaranteed success, although it has done pretty good in terms of cleaning up some of those tripods. This is going to be a little awkward for Th3ory to attack into. Takes him out. Actually, that's pretty bad. Not even a sell off. Th3ory pulling back to lick his wounds. What is going on? Why is he pulling all this back? You know what? Where did the orcas go? Maybe the... Ooh, hold up. Maybe there's some sort of attack up here that I missed. Th3ory is, of course, relegated to only using... Yeah, I think these orcas are being sneaky and I missed it. Pulling that MCV out in the nick of time against these upgraded shard walkers. They must not have seen the MCV, and it manages to get away. Oh no. Yeah, this is... Oh, lovely. I love the husk steals. but yeah, things looking a little dire for AssassinSpy right now, just because he is basically out of resources. Has set up a war factory, but that's not really what he needs. He needs additional harvesting. Actually, honestly, I wonder if it wouldn't help. Everything is topping up on that Tiberium charge. But yeah, I wonder if some additional harvesters might not help Th3ory out a little bit with that long-distance harvesting. That is a complete waste of that built-up charge energy. It's also a complete reveal of this attack. Let's see, where is the army? It's all over here being healed up, but this is a pretty nasty force. It's 3 tripods and a couple of charged up Devourer Tanks. I think it's hilarious that he's wasting all of his charge on those. Yes, he's blowing it all now. Pulling back without really doing much. This attack here is probably doomed to fail. There's not enough here to take out these tripods and titans. I don't know what the point of this is. Yeah, as badly as things are going for AssassinSpy right now, they're not really going better for Th3ory at this point. He's kind of lacking focus in his attacks, which is a bit of a problem. I mean, there's the numbers, I think, to take this army out, but it's just kind of split up and all over the place. Honestly, if Th3ory doesn't win, I'm gonna lay at least some of my... What is the buzzer swarm coming out for? A bit mystifying. We have the Shard Walkers here that can take out those infantry pretty handily. So that was a weird call-in. Oh no. They're just rallied, no attack moving. This is nice harass here from AssassinSpy. It does not seem to be distracting Th3ory too much, depending on what the harass is hitting, though. This could be a problem for Th3ory in the long run. Shardwalkers finally responding. But yeah, this is a significant force. The point of that, really. But the harass up here is really kind of doing what it needs to do. It's, you know, killing these reactors and kind of helping blunt the assault. Orca Strike coming in. Let's see where this ends up going. It's probably going to try to hit tech? No, it's going to hit the reactor. Does not manage to kill it, though. Hammerheads are making things happen. But yeah, this is a not insignificant army here for AssassinSpy. So if Th3ory loses too much of this, I mean, this is actually a lot of Devourer Tanks, isn't it? But yeah, if Th3ory loses too much of this, then AssassinSpy can just steamroll him, and he knows it. And the Hammerheads keep coming down. Let's see. Yeah, I think he's just relying on his Tier 1, Tier 2 tech. We do have the command post, but... yeah, two fairly potent forces. This one has been dampened a little bit. I don't know if the Devourers got taken out, or if it was more of a... let's see if this two-pronged attack works. MCV is getting very low, and strangely enough, AssassinSpy is not... Didn't move it, didn't do anything. Didn't try to push in here and take these units out. He just kind of let that all die. And here's the second prong of the attack, which is a pretty hefty force here of these Shardwalkers and Devourer Tanks. A little bit charged up. Hammerhead came right down in front of the camera. That's hilarious. We actually do have behemoths now. Where did Tier 3 come from? No, I missed it. just the one, and it manages to die without doing really anything of note. So far, it looks like Th3ory's got this on lock. This other force was taken out. I don't know. The Titans are pretty strong, and these Devourers are attacking buildings. Still enough structures, but it's not going to win in the game. Looks like AssassinSpy about out of luck. That Orca Strike did help a little bit. Well, I mean, honestly, I guess either way, this is it for AssassinSpy, right? Because all of his harvesting is gone, so even if he wins this, it's just a matter of time. No anti-air, though, so I guess something really weird could happen with this. He's got some buildings, and he's got... Wow. It's got like 3 buildings left. 2, 3, 4. So in theory anyway, I guess the hammerheads could close this out because there's very little left on the map for Th3ory. Hammerheads not trading as well as they would like against those Shardwalkers. This, I think, fully upgraded Shardwalker takes out the rest of the hammerheads. Warp Sphere gets sold off? What else is... What? Why? By all accounts, Th3ory should have won that. I don't know why he quit. Maybe it was kind of like a bowing out, like, good game, let me bow out. I don't know. Very confused by the end of that match. But that was a pretty fun back and forth there. Got to see some interesting stuff going down. But thank you for watching. Hope it wasn't too bad. Anyway, this has been Wayward, and this has been Command & Conquer 3, Kane's Wrath 1.02 Plus Community Patch. Oh, stumbling over my words. Good times. That's what we're here for, right? Anyway, I'll catch you next time.